जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is 31st of December. It is a Tuesday. It is Pausha Masa or Narayana Masa. And also it is the first day of the Shukla Paksha. That is the Pardini at Pratipad. So there is one event today. So today it is the appearance day of Sri Lochanadas Thakura. So there are some few lines from the special Vaishnava days. Srila Lochanadas Thakura appeared in this world in 1520 AD. So 34 years after the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lochanadasa wrote a biography on Lord Chaitanya entitled Sri Chaitanya Mangala, and he wrote many devotional songs. Sri Lochanadas Thakur took birth in a family of Darshia physicians who resided in the village of Kogram within the Mahakumar or Katna district of uh, Badda, Baddaman. His guru was Sri Narhari Sarkar Thakura. So I am the servant of Thakura Sri Narhari, who is the master of my life, the desire of all my desires. I place at his lotus feet, which is that this wild creature, myself, might describe something about the wonderful pastimes and qualities of Sri Gaurasundara. In this, in, he, in this expectation, he is my only refuge. So from the Chaitanya Mangala, Sattva Kanda. So from various purports of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur's Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata was originally entitled Sri Chaitanya Mangala, but when Sri Lochana Dasura Thakura later wrote another book named Sri Chaitanya Mangala, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakura changed the name of his own book, which is now therefore known as Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata. As far as Vasudeva Ghosha is concerned, he is composed many nice songs about Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and these are all authorized Vaishnava songs, like the songs of Narottama Das Thakura, Bhakti Vinod Thakura, Lochana Das Thakura, Govinda Das Thakura, and other great Vaishnavas. Sri Lochana Das Thakura has also sung Paramakaruna Pahun Duijana, Nitai Gaura Chandra. The two brothers, Nitai and Gaura, are so kind that no one can compare to them. And there are further description of Chaitanya, uh, this Lochan Das Thakur. So I shall share this one in the group. And so this is the Sri Lochana Das Thakur's Paramakaruna Pahudvijana. So that I read translations. The two lords, Nitai Gaurachandra, are very merciful. They are the essence of all incarnations. The specific significance of these two incarnations is that they introduced a process of chanting and dancing that is simply joyful. My dear brother, I request that you just worship Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda with firm conviction and faith. If one wants to be Krishna conscious by this process, one has to give up his engagement in sense gratification. One simply has to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Hare without any motive. My dear brother, just try and examine this. Within the three worlds, there is no one like Lord Chaitanya or Nityananda. Their merciful qualities are so great that upon hearing them, even birds and beasts cry and stones melt. But Lochan Das Thakura regrets that I am entrapped by sense gratification, since I have no attraction for the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. Then Yamaraja, the superintendent of death, is punishing me by not allowing me to be attracted by this movement. Again, there is a Prabhupada's singing of this kirtan and also the description of this one. Okay, so I shall say share this one in the group later on. That is from the events perspective. Okay, so for now we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Okay, Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Sukadeva Goswami is describing um, bit about the Narada Muni and Brahma. So Narada Muni approached Brahma to know about the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his different energies. And then with his humble and meek behavior and so much of with a serving attitude, so Brahma, so being very pleased, he has given Srimad Bhagavatam to and Narada Muni. So which contains the 10 characteristics. Tasmaidam Bhagavatam Puranam Dasalakshanam Proktam Bhagavata Praha Pritaha Putraya Bhotakrut. So with so much pleased by Narada Muni, so Brahma spoke that to Narada Muni, his son. So and then further Sukadeva Goswami mentions the lineage of the Bhagavatam. So later on, Narada Muni spoke this same Srimad Bhagavatam to Vyasadeva in the next to the banks of Saraswati river. So Vyasadeva was situated in the meditation in the supreme in when he is absorbed in the supreme personality of Godhead, and who is the uh, very learned, and also he is also the incarnation of the Krishna, Satyavesha avatar of Krishna. So likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is mentioning to Parikshit Maharaj. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 9, verse number 45. नारदः प्राह मुनये सरस्वत्याः तटे नृपा ध्यायते ब्रह्म परमं व्यासाय अमिततेजसे नारदः प्राह मुनये Narada Praha. So Narada, the great sage Narada, instructed Munaye unto the great sage Saraswatyaha Tatendrupa of the river Saraswati Tatendrupa. So on the banks of the Saraswati river, Nrupa, O king, O Parikshit Maharaj, Dhyayate Brahma Paramam, and here Dhyayate unto meditative Brahma, absolute truth, Paramam, the supreme. So when the Vyasadeva was situated in the Dhyayate Brahma Paramam, in the meditation in absorbed in the supreme personality of Godhead, the supreme absolute truth. Vyasaya Amita Tejase, who is that? It is the unto Srila Vyasadeva. And Amita Tejase, he is unlimited and unto the powerful, unlimitedly powerful. Amita Tejase, Vyasaya Amita Tejase. Vyasadeva has composed so many literatures, and he is the literary incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. To give so many literatures, there is no comparison to Vyasadeva throughout the universe. So Vyasaya Amita Tejase. So Nardaha Praha Munaye Saraswatyaha Tatendrupa Dhyayate Brahma Paramam Vyasaya Amita Tejase. So translation for this verse. In succession, O king, the great sage Narada instructed Srimad Bhagavatam unto the unlimitedly powerful Vyasadeva, who meditated in devotional service upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth, on the bank of the river Saraswati. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, okay, so Jahnakanya Mataji, Mrida Sachi Mataji are not available. So can I request any volunteer devotees to read this purport, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, may I read Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji.
In the fifth chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Narada instructed the great sage Vyasadeva as follows. Atho Mahabhaga Bhavim Amoga Drak Suchi Sarve Satya Rato Drita Vrataha Urukram Kila Bandha Mukti Sama Samdhinasra Tad Sorry, Prabhu. Vischaitam. O greatly fortuned, pious philosopher, your name and fame are universal, and you are fixed in the absolute truth, with spotless character and infallible vision. I ask you to meditate upon the activities of the personality of Godhead, whose activities are unparalleled. So, in the disciplic succession of the Brahma Sampradaya, the practice of yoga meditation is not neglected, but because the devotees are bhakti yogis, they do not undertake the trouble to meditate upon the impersonal Brahman. As indicated here, they meditate on Paramam, or the Supreme Brahman. Brahman realization begins from the impersonal effulgence, but by further progress of such meditation, manifestation of the Supreme Soul, Paramatma realization takes place, and progressing further realization of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is fixed. Sri Narada Muni, as the spiritual master of Vyasadeva, knew very well the position of Vyasadeva, and thus he certified the qualities of Srila Vyasadeva as fixed in the absolute truth with great vow, etc. Narad advised meditation upon the transcendental activities of the Lord. Impersonal Brahman has no activities, but the personality of Godhead has many activities, and all such activities are transcendental, without any tinge of material quality. If the activities of the Supreme Brahman were material activities, then Narada would not have advised Vyasdeva to meditate upon them. And the Param Brahma is Lord Sri Krishna, as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. In the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna realized the factual position of Lord Krishna, he addressed Lord Krishna in the following words: Parama Brahma Paramatama Pavitra Paramam Bhavan Purusham Saswatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajnana Vibhum Aho Satvam Sarva Vaishir Narada Tathaha Asito Devalo Vyashaha Swayam Chaiva Bhavishime. Arjuna summarized the purpose of the Bhagavad Gita by the realization of Lord Sri Krishna and thus said, My dear personality of Godhead, you are the supreme absolute truth, the original person in the eternal form of bliss and knowledge. And this confirmed by Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasadeva. And above all, your personal self has also confirmed it. Bhagavad Gita 10, 12, 13. When Vyasadeva fixed the mind in meditation, he did it in Bhakti Yoga trance and actually saw the Supreme Person with Maya, the illusory energy. In contraposition, as we have discussed before, the Lord's Maya or illusion is also a representation because Maya has no existence without the Lord. Darkness is not independent of light. Without light, no one can experience the contraposition of darkness. However, this Maya or illusion cannot overcome the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but stands apart from Him, Aprasyam. Therefore, perfection of meditation is realization of personality of Godhead along with his transcendental activities. Meditation on the impersonal Brahman is troublesome business for the meditator, as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 12.5. Klesho adhikarasa tesham avyaktasakta chetasam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here, so Prabhupada is describing the succession of this disciplic chain, disciplic succession. So how the Bhagavatam is being descended from Krishna and then to Brahma, Narada Muni, and then Vyasadeva, and then Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami is describing. So here again, Prabhupada is stressing the point that about the Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva previously, when he was Semyaprasa, his ashrama is Semyaprasa, which is next to the Saraswati River. Saraswati River, it is situated in the west side of the Saraswati River, in the Pashchime. So there, when he was he was once upon a time situated in the meditation, and then absorbing completely in the meditation, he saw that people of this material world, they're absorbing materialistic activities, going through so many of problems. He foresee the problems of the Kali Yuga. So because of for their well-being, what he has done, it is not possible for everyone to come to understanding of the Vedas. So he has split one Veda into four Vedas. So Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, Atharvana Veda, Rig Veda, like that. And he has given to the four of his disciples, Jaimini, Paila, Vaisampayana, like that, four disciples. And then he has compiled many Puranas, Astadash Puranas. So these are all so of course, Srimad Bhagavatam is one of it. So that means 17 other Puranas plus Mahabharata. And he has given to Mahabharata to the guide Vaisampayana and all the Puranas to Romaharshana. Romaharshana is the father of Sutta Goswami. So to go and give to the people so that they will be elevated by taking the advantage of the scriptures. And then, but still he was not satisfied because his purpose is good, but still he was not satisfied because he has that meditation he has not absorbed in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So later, when he was not happy, he was contemplating Kimva Bhagavata Dharma na prayer nirupitaha. I did not glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but still I have followed the entire process. I have done all these vratas and completely following the rules and regulations perfectly, but still I am not happy. I have not glorified Supreme Personality of Godhead. Is it the reason like this? He was contemplating. At that time, Narada Muni entered into the ashrama of Vyasadeva and spoke to Vyasadeva. Oh, Vyasadeva, you have compiled Mahabharata, which is wonderful with 100,000 shlokas and describing dharma, artha, kama, moksha, and everything perfectly. But are you satisfied? You are thinking that mind is the only ultimate thing to be satisfied, or body is the only thing to be satisfied? Are you happy with that one? Likewise, he was questioning, and Vyasadeva, understanding the mood of Narada Muni, he also spoke, "Oh, my dear Narada Muni, so you are the Brahma, you are the Devarshi, you know everything, you are a devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You can even enter into the heart of all the living entities. Please kindly tell me what is causing me that dissatisfaction." And then Narada Muni said that you did not describe the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead exclusively. That is the reason. So what you need to do, you meditate on the Supreme Personality of Godhead and all his pastimes. You compile a scripture that is only glorifying the Krishna's pastimes. Likewise, so this is that is where it comes. Aho Mahabagha Bhavan Amogadruk. Suchisravaha Satyarato Dhritarataha. So Amogadruk, so you understand everything. You have got infallible vision. So he is also Vyasadeva is also incarnation of Krishna, Siktavesh Avatara. And Gurukramasya Akila Bandha Muktaye. So Gurukramasya is the Lord who performs wonderful activities. And Akila Bandha Mukti, he can cut the knot of all the chains with the material entanglement. Samadhina Anusmara Tad Vijaystitam. So you meditate on that Supreme Personality of Godhead and on His pastimes. Tad Vijaystitam. Whatever the Lord has performed, you meditate on those activities. This is called Samadhi. Samadhina Anusmara Tad Vijaystitam. So this is given instruction to the yogis also. When he is going to the secluded place to for the meditation, he has to do. Even Narada Muni also asks Dhruv Maharaj, you meditate on the pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead while you are in meditating. So you take 3 times a bath uh, and then chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, whatever the flowers and fruits are available, offer it to the Lord. Even if it is not available, you worship the Lord in the mantra murti, mantra murtikam. So likewise, in the mind itself, and then at the same time, you also meditate on the pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the way. स्वदिष्ञानाम् एकदेशे मनसा प्राणधारणं वैकुण्ठलीला अभिध्यानं समाधानं तदात्मनः स्वदिष्ञानाम् एकदेशे मनसा प्राणधारणं वैकुण्ठलीला अभिध्यानं Samadhanam tadatmanha, that is samadhi. Always remembering the pastimes of Krishna. Samadhina anusmara tad vichestitam. So here Narada Muni suggested Vyasadeva that you meditate upon the activities of the personality of Godhead, whose activities are unparalleled. Urukramasya. What is the great Urukramasya? Uru activity, the great activity is the cut the knot of the material entanglement. That is the most wonderful thing. So he can cut that one, so that when you compose a literature, then it which will be cutting the knots of the chains of the people in the vast, then it will be helpful. This is Ato Mahabhaga Bhavan Amhogadhruk. Suchisravaha Satyarato Dhrutavrataha. Satyarato Dhrutavrataha. He is always determined in his vows. Dhrutavrataha. So here, so in the disciplic succession of Brahma Sampradaya, the practice of yoga meditation is not neglected. So this is but meditation on the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, but because the devotees are bhakti yogis, they do not undertake the trouble to meditate upon the impersonal Brahman, as indicated here. They meditate on Brahma Paramam, or the Supreme Brahman. So Brahman realization begins from the impersonal effulgence. This is the Vadanti tat vidisattvam yajnanamadbhayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti siddhate. Brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti. First level is the brahmeti. Second level is the paramatmeti. Third level is bhagavan. So 3 levels. This is the second level is the manifestation of the supreme soul. Third level is the paramatma. And then Paramatma realization takes place, and progressing further, realization of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is fixed. So Sri Narada Muni, as the spiritual master of Vyasadeva, knew very well the position of Vyasadeva, and thus he certified the qualities of Srila Vyasadeva as the fixed in the absolute. Samadhi Anusmara Tad Vichestitam. So with a great Dhruta So Narada Muni advised meditation upon the transcendental activities of the Lord. Impersonal Brahman, it has no activities. It is just only effulgence of the Lord. But whereas the personality of Godhead has many activities, and all such activities are transcendental. They are not without any tinge of material quality. But for the materialistic people, it appears so, but actually they're all transcendental. Only devotees can understand and they enter into those pastimes. If there are material activities, then Narada Muni would not have advised to Vyasadeva to meditate upon them. So, and here again, Param Brahma is Lord Sri Krishna is confirmed by Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. Param Brahma, Parandhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashvatam Divyam, Adidevam Ajam Vibhum, Ahustvam Rushih Sarve, Devashihi Narada Tara, Asito devalo vyasaha swayam chaiva bhavishime. Many people confirmed Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And here Krishna swayam chaiva, personally he is confirming to Arjuna as well about his own position. So Arjuna, that's why he accepted Krishna as the Param Brahma Param Dhama. He is the Param Brahma. Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Purusham Shashvatam Divyam. He is the Purusha, only Purusha, and Shashvatam, eternal. Divyam, he is the divine, transcendental. Adidevam, he is the beginning of all the creation, all the demigods. Ahamadrihi Devanam. Ajam, without any birth. Vibhum, all opulences. See, everything is packed within this verse about the position of Krishna. So this is the ultimate. This is what Narada Muni is suggesting Vyasadeva to meditate on the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is called Samadhi. Samadhina Anusmara Tad Vichestitam. And here further, this is the description of these verses. And then when Vyasadeva fixed in his mind in meditation, he did it in the Bhakti Yoga. So as previously, Vyasadeva is meditated for the well-being of the people, but he did not keep the Krishna as the main ingredient in his Samadhi. Now, he is the keeping Krishna and the center, and the process is the Bhakti Yoga, that kind of Samadhi. Bhakti Yogena Manasi Samyak Pranihte Amale Apasat Purusham Purnam Mayam Tadapashriyam. Now, because when he is situated in the meditation, which is of Bhakti Yoga, the process of Bhakti Yoga and Krishna, meditating on Krishna, then Apasat Purusham Purnam. So he could see Krishna and Mayam Tadapashriyam, and also the Maya, which is behind Krishna. Actually, so it saw the Supreme Person with Maya, the illusory energy, in contraposition. So Prabhupada is giving an analogy for this one. So we have discussed it before, the Lord's Maya or illusion is also a representation because Maya has no existence without the Lord. So this is the analogy. Darkness is not independent of light. Without light, no one can experience the contraposition of darkness. For example, when there is a sunlight is falling, if we go into the sunlight, immediately behind us there is a shadow because the body is of the materialistic nature. And also, when the light is falling, the shadow is coming behind. Whereas for Krishna, it is not a material body. His body is a completely transcendental and divine form. So here for us, what Vyasadeva has seen in his meditation, Krishna is there and also Maya is also behind Krishna. And however, this Maya or illusion cannot overcome the Supreme Personality of Godhead but stands apart from him. This is Apashriyam. So Vilajjamana. So Maya is always shy. She cannot come in front of Krishna. She is always behind. But she is so powerful. She works as the Chaya. Srishti Siddhi Pralaya Sadhana Sekti Rekha. So this again is in the Brahma Samhita, Brahma spoke this one. Srishti Siddhi Pralaya Sadhana Sekti Rekha. So that she works as a chaya, like a shadow energy of the Lord. Icchan rupam apiyasya cha chestate sa. Just in the will of the Lord, she carries out all these activities in this material world. She is Durga. That's why this world is also Durga. Durga means the fort. People, the souls who are entrapped within this universe, which is having the 7 layers of this universe, they cannot cross. It is such a very strong fort. People are here, the souls, they are conditioned, they are all criminals. And her duty is to guard it. Durga. Okay, so therefore, the perfection of meditation is realization of the personality of Godhead along with his transcendental activities. Meditation on the impersonal Brahman is troublesome business for the meditator. So here we cannot concentrate on the just impersonal. This is Krishna also mentions. क्लेशेषु कतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिः दुःखं देहवद्भिरवाप्यते. Because for the materially embodied per people, it is very difficult to concentrate on the Abjekta hi gati dukkam. It is very, very dukkam. It is painful. And kleshodikatar tesham. We cannot concentrate on the light for a very long time. Abjekta sakta chetasam. Who are attached to this one to meditate on the impersonal thing. So these are Krishna does not recommend this meditate on the impersonal Brahman. So Krishna always says Bhakti Yogas. All Bhagavad Gita is rooting only on Bhakti Yoga process and surrender unto Krishna and engage oneself in the devotional service. That's all. That is the summary of entire Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so the here Prabhupada is describing all of these things. So one has to meditate on the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here, Vyasadeva is the main part here for this such kind of elaborate purport here. So Vyasadeva is the Amita Tejase. Vyasaya Amita Tejase, who has compiled all the scriptures. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. So Naradaha Praha Munaye Saraswatyaha Tarendrupa Jhaite Brahma Paramam Vyasaya Amita Tejase. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. We shall quickly move into Srila Prabhupada's diary letter. Okay, so today letter to Haimavati and Hansadatta, June 13, 1970, Los Angeles.
72.
Can I request any devotee, voluntary devotee to read this letter, please?
I'll read, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
My dear Hemavati, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt your letter dated 9th June 1970. I have already inquired from Krishna, thus why I did not receive any letter from you. In one letter, Hanshaduta wrote me that you both, husband and wife, were going to Berlin. So after that, I did not receive any letter from you. I thought both of you were gone to Berlin, and thus I was expecting your letter. Now I see that you send me one letter which is missing. Otherwise, it is my habit to reply all letters that I receive. Anyway, letter or no letter, you are one of the advanced students, so you should know it perfectly well that wherever we may stay or whatever condition we may be put into, Krishna is our life and soul. We cannot stop our activities in Krishna consciousness. This motto should be followed very rigidly by chanting 16 rounds and observing the regulative principles. I have received your picture and the deity's pictures looks very nice. But I think you should decorate the deities with more flowers. Krishna belongs to the village atmosphere of Vrindavan and he is very fond of flowers. I think in Germany the flowers are very expensive. So as far as possible, try to increase the equity of flowers. Regarding the Lord Jagannath, it is all right to install him as as you propose with fire ceremony. Both bath him with water and milk mixed with scented accompanied by the chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Regarding the picture of Radha Krishna in Vrindavan, if it is a nice picture, then it can be hanged elsewhere on the wall. And the backdrop of the deity's throne may be painted simply Vindavana's wood. That will be nice. I hope Vasudeva is painting very nicely, so he should be encouraged to paint the Panchatattva pictures and Acharya's pictures. They will be required in our different centers. In Australia, they have requested such pictures, so ask Vasudeva to paint and send them there. This is his first assignment. It does not matter if they are a little cut by, but he will improve with practice. No, it is not proper that the morning artik is performed with the deities lying down. The deities should be awakened with belling. Then stand them, then perform artik. After artik, you should bathe and change their clothes. You should wake them previous uh, uh, prevently and also bathe them privately and also bathe them privately. And if you want to go to Rath Yatra in London, why not go? You may already instructed Shivananda, so it is all right. So far, your present program of deity worship, for the time being, whatever is going on, that is nice. Hope this will meet you in good health. Please accept my blessings regarding the Rachayatra process in London. The procession should be made like this. The arrangement is for 7 Kirtana parties, or if you do not have enough men, 4 parties. Each party must consist of 7 men as follows: 2 mridanga, 4 kartala, and 1 dancer. One of the kartala players is lead singer, and then dancer dance freely up and down between the 2 lines of players, 3 on each side, as in the drawing. If there are only 4 parties, the arrangement should be that one party is on each side and in the back and in the front of Ratha. So the dancers should dance very freely. You may distribute prasadam and especially distribute our literatures from a table on the wheel of the purpose. Hope it will meet you in good health. Your ever Rulusha, Esi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. And take away points, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so it's a bit later. So 2-3 things, Prabhu. Straight away is Prabhupada is very particular about mentioning about the how to do the deity worship. Then specifically explained how we should do privately change clothes and how to decorate, put more flowers always with the deities, and Rath Yatra, how the Rath Yatra should take place. Always like 2-3 like people with the kartal, midanga, and dancer. Always this combination will be there, should be there. And Prabhupada always encouraged the pictures of our paramparas, all the previous acharyas, and they should be distributed with, because pictures, all the centers, because pictures says hundreds of stories. By just to look at them, we can visualize the Krishna's past Leela. Haribol Prabhupada, this is my takeaway.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add to this letter?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Just want to ask, like, so here Prabhupada had mentioned about Jagannath deity. So, like, when only one time when you install it, the time you have to do give bath and they were mentioned or every day.
Mataji, could
Sorry,
you
can you hear me?
a little bit, Mataji? Would you speak loud?
Sorry, yeah, okay. I'm just saying, like, here mentioned, like, Prabhupada about Jagannath deity that you have to install like bath and give, like, So I'm just my question is that you have to like when just once when you install at the time or every day or how does that work?
This is bathing. This is Jagannath the deity. It is not Jagannath. Here, generally in the temple, is arthing and bathing here. Change their clothes. You should wake them privately and also bathe them privately.
So Jagannath deity means like Subhadra and then isn't it?
Yeah, that is the Jagannath Ratha Yatra.
Oh, Rath Yatra then. Okay. Thank you.
So this is already installed him. You propose with the fire ceremony. Oh, okay. So this is installation of it. Bathe him with water and milk mixed and scented, accompanied by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is how the installation of Jagannatha.
Okay, so when during Rath Yatra time.
Yeah, and then for the Jagannath Ratha Yatra is Prabhupada is mentioning here. And this I think this is regarding the Ratha Yatra portion in the London. This is the pattern. It's 7 men in each group. And again, out of those 7 men, 1 man is leading the kirtan. And out of 6 people, 1 drum and 1 mridanga and 2 kartals, and one side, and another mridanga and 2 kartals, another side. In the middle, 1 person is dancing. Likewise, 4 groups, each side of the Radha, so dancing and going in a procession. So Prabhupada asked if there are 7 groups, I think 7 kirtan parties, but actually if there are not sufficient, there were only 4 parties. So that is again Jagannath Yatra, the way of procession. You wanted to ask anything specific, Mataji?
I understand. Okay, this is just for the bath, like during the Rath Yatra time. I thought this every day you have to do something like that, but okay, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So one side is the deities, the day-to-day things, and then other thing is Jagannath Rath Yatra, Jagannath installation, and then third thing is Jagannath Rath Yatra.
So installation means is home installation or temple?
So this is the temple. So install as you propose with fire ceremony. There is a fire ceremony as well, fire sacrifices.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Any other addings or sharings, dear devotees? You wanted to add more?
So Prabhu, that they said lying down the deities. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, sorry. So and then they have to waken up every morning and then do the artik.
Yeah.
So
So
that is the one. Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's
it.
lying
That's Yatra. Yes, yeah, deity lying down.
Yeah, so they need to wake up. See, with the arti should be done in a position that deities are standing, not
Mm-hmm.
lying down. And first of all, first we need to wake them up by doing the bells. And then once the bell is done, and then go and lift the deities from their beds and then put them back into the altar and then perform the aratik. After arati is done, we can take the deities and bathe them and change their clothes. And again, later on, darshanarati is there. In the morning, whatever we see, the Mangalarati, it is once the deities are woke up from their sleep, it seems, and then after the bells, they wake up and then dress and then Arati, Mangalarati, And then later on, there will be Darshanarati. Again, second Darshanarati contains complete decorations with beautiful, many flowers and all those things.
Every day they put
I
the
know
line
I know a
down.
few devotees, Mataji. They have a nice bed for the deities to sleep. I know one of my friend in London. They have a for Governor Thai deities. They have a separate box kind of thing where they have a bed and everything. So they once the night time before they go to bed, they take the deities. They do all the prayers so that and then they can change the dress and put the Lord into the bed on the night dress. And next day morning, when they wake up, they have the deities in the wake up dress, and then they do a bathing, and then they change the dress. So they do it nicely in the London one of devotee and Mataji. This is how they do in the
Okay.
not in
Mhm.
temple, even in house as well. We can do it like that if you have a deities at
So
home.
in temple, did they line the deity like every day?
I don't think in temple like that one. Maybe they have a small deities from the which is made of metal. Maybe they do something for that, but not for the main deities. I think
Mm.
you should ask Bhaktimati Mataji. She might give more information about that.
Um, Maybe for example, in the Mayapur temple, maybe in the bag, there may be small things, little cards, maybe like that. So Prabhupada mentioned there should be some bedding as well for the deities, behind the deities.
Yeah, maybe for small deities, they may have something like that, bro.
Yeah, maybe for big deities also maybe small cards. Maybe. And also Prabhupada here is mentioning about the painting as well here. So here the painting, uh, so regarding the picture of Radha Krishna in Vrindavana, it is a nice picture, then it can be hung elsewhere on the wall, and the backdrop to the deities, throne may be painted, simply Vrindavana woods, that will be nice. Okay, I think something like that. But generally, it is as much as possible. It is Saparyam Vividaihi Dravyaihi Desha Kala Vibhagavit, according to the place, time, and circumstances. Whatever is available, Saparyam Vividaihi Dravyaihi.
Prabhu, can I just ask something? I think Mataji, what Mataji is asking is every temple, Mataji, we have a replica of the big statue of the deities. We have a little one. Like every morning we see in Mayapur, the little Srila Prabhupada goes in a shoulder and goes to the all the deities. Every temple has a little replica of the, and then say in our temple as well, we when we do program in the Haveli, we take the replica of the original deities from the temple. So those deities are treated in a bed and everything like that, Mataji. Haribol.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I also heard like the big deity in our temple, like one of this Amritanand Prabhu, he was saying that they give bath every day with the big deities.
Yeah, they may do Mataji. They may do. That's why we get
Mm.
Charnamrita after the Lord take a bath. So we take Charnamrita from that. But I don't know whether how much they do it because it's quite a lot of things. So we need to ask some kind of pujaris who are doing it regularly. Then we have more understanding. My understanding they
Mm.
do for small deities, but not for the big deities. Big deities they just clean and then decorate nicely. But mostly they do
No,
for
I think
small
they give
deities.
bath big deity. This was I heard
No,
from
for
one
big
of the
deities, they do on the main days, like Gaura Purnima or like
oh, true,
Janmashtami.
true,
Those
true.
days they do, but
Okay,
most of the time it will
not
be
only.
mostly small deities, which is the deities we call Utsava deities. When in South India we call Utsava deities. That the main deities will be Prana Pratishtha in a different way. So and then we have Utsava Murti, which will be coming out and give darshans, doing Abhishek, everything will be done to the Utsava Murti. But the main deities is more. Uh, to do prana pratishtha, so they don't really take them off because it's kind of different procedure of doing pratishtha for the deities, main deities.
Mhm. Okay.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji and Mataji. Any other things to share? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Okay, so the Prabhupada's encouragement is everywhere. It is there. And one point here, Prabhupada mentioning that I write all letters. This is kind of habit. So that is, if someone asks some questions, we should not stay like that without attempting to answer. So we have to respond somewhere there to respond. Okay, so that is one thing I might take away as well from this letter. And from announcements point of view, so today evening we have got again preaching practice session with Radha Sekhar Mataji at 8 p.m. Okay, so that is, and tomorrow is our Kirtan evening and dear devotees, so you may bring so many Kirtans, and also this Parama Karuna, the jhana, so that one also can be sung tomorrow if anyone is happy to volunteer to sing. Okay, that's all from me. And dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share.
I just wanted to, I sent a text in the group as well, Prabhu. Just wanted to mention that we have a kirtan until midnight tonight in the temple, Habli. So,
Oh, until midnight, okay.
yeah. So we, by kirtan, we go to the new year with the kirtan, with the Krishna's name. We step into the new year. That's how it's scheduled. Very well.
Hare Krishna.
And also in the central London, they go in central London as well. They go on the street and do until like midnight. Rather London as well.
Yes, so yeah, from the Soho temple also maybe Kirtan party maybe on the
Yeah, on the street until midnight.
okay, so wherever it is possible, so it is all auspicious to chant the glories of the Supreme Personality of God, chant the mantras and everything, all auspiciousness.
The new year start with Kirtan, isn't it?
Yes, yes, Mataji. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, that is from the updates perspective. If you're all happy, we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णववृन्द की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय
Jai.
Have a Krishna conscious day everyone.